hard. And it looks like Carol's coming tomorrow. Go ahead. If you're making those big, start making them smaller, those arm circles. And from there, doing the same thing, but you're going backwards now. Just saw that Jessica just got here, hey? Oh, Jessica's coming tomorrow too. You're at that top, you're again bringing that nice and small. From there, start giving me those hamstrings and that chest opener. Start giving me some high knees or at least some marches. Transfer those in to butt kicks. From there, start giving me some squats. And starting that toe raise at the top, or heel raise, calf raise. From here, we're either doing lunges or just give me some alternating spider stretches, holding the stretch about 5 to 7 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds even before you switch sides. If you're doing those lunges, feel free to take them nice and slow. That eccentric is really going to help us open up our hip flexors a little bit right there. Go ahead, finish up with that off leg. Spread those legs for me. You give me some side shifts in there. Trying to stay low with those shifts, so it's going to help us activate our glutes. But if we have to come back up and just focusing on those stretches, that's all right. Go ahead, raise yourself up and give me those hip openers. And reverse that direction, outside in. Go ahead, break there, grab a water. We'll be back in just a second. Oh, Jessica has a new meeting, so she won't be in class. All right, once you get that water, we're all starting here on the ground, trying to use heavy weights. We got glute bridges here to kick it off for us. If we choose to use weights, we're putting those right on our hips. We have 2 sets to start us off. So we're either going to do dual leg, or if you want to do single leg without any weights, that's also an option. But we're going to go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, and begin. And of course, you can try to do weights single leg as well. What I want you guys to focus on is press through those heels. And once you get to the top, take a second pause and see if you can't get about an inch higher. We have 3 different main muscles that make up that glute area. And those can get activated with various ranges of motion. So we want to make sure we're giving even the smallest ones their full rep. Two, 1 quick break as you're switching over to that other foot. Otherwise, we're going dual leg again in 3, 2, and begin. Three, 2, and I want you guys to set those weights down. Everybody just rolling onto our right side here. I'm going to dictate that. And you're giving me hip abductions with this leg going up. What I want you guys to focus on is keeping that foot pointed forwards at all time, but go ahead and join me right here. Again, I've said this before, your leg can go higher up than this, but you have to point your foot out. We're trying to keep that foot pointed forward, so we're targeting a specific area of the glute. Up top, I want everyone pulsing right up top. And full range motion right there. Full range motion here for me. 1, and go ahead, switching sides. Left side, or you're on your left side now, the right leg is moving. This leg might be a little fatigued. That's because it was secretly working in the background of that previous set. We're going to 3, 2, and begin. Give me everybody pulsing at the top, pulsing at the top. And give me that full range of motion again here, full range. Three, 2, rest there, you guys. I'm gonna have everybody on their backs again here. We're doing glute bridges. You can, I'm gonna recommend doing both legs at the same time just because we're doing a bunch of glute heavy stuff right now. So that way our legs aren't getting overworked before we get into the rest of this. So we're gonna be starting here, again, glute bridges, weights, if able, on those hips. But we're starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Like I said, this is just 1 set here, so let's have both of those legs on the ground. And everybody here, just hold at the top for me. Hold at the top. Pressing through those heels. 2, 1, go ahead. Rest there. We're going to go ahead and stand up. If you guys feel comfortable grabbing some heavy weights, you're going to do something not too special, just some calf raises. Try and get those ankles involved. Again, we can put those heavy weights in both hands here. We're going calf raises. 3, 2, begin. While you're doing these calf raises, go ahead and take a pause at the top again and see if you can't get another inch. Again, there's 2 muscles down there in that lower leg. One of them might get a little short-sighted on our initial range of motion. Three, 2, and 1. I want you guys to keep those weights in your hands because we're going right into some straight-legged deadlifts. Again, slight bend in that knee is okay, but we're trying to keep that back nice and straight, hinging at the hip. And we're starting that in 3, 2, and begin. Pulling those shoulder blades back while we're doing this as well, not allowing the shoulder blades to hunch over. That's really important, especially for our posture. That's our main focus right there. It's 10 seconds. You guys really start to enjoy that eccentric motion. 4, 3, 2, 1 here. Weights are optional. We're starting off. You guys are just going to be giving me some squats now. We did a lot of single joint movements. We're going to ramp that into a multi-joint. Starting just normal squats here. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Really focus on pressing through those heels, extending at the hip at every motion. Try never to let those heels come off. At the bottom, I want everyone just down here pulsing with me down at the bottom. Really squeeze those glutes. We worked them really hard today. We want to squeeze them a little bit. Hold right there at the bottom. Hold at the bottom. Give me a few more pulses for me. And you're giving me 3 solid reps here. 3 solid reps, and you got a nice little water break. 2, one more time for me. That's 3. Go ahead, set those weights down. Grab me a water. Back in a moment. While you guys are getting that drink of water here, we're going into some shoulder presses. So this is when we're going to start utilizing those medium weights here. I'm going to give you guys about 15 seconds. We're gathering that equipment. And again, it's just shoulder presses, no shoulder circuits today. I'm going to have us start that in 3, 2, 1. Stagger one foot in front of the other. That's going to help protect our spine. And just shoulder presses here. In a moment, I'm going to have everybody working just in this lower half of the range of motion. Go ahead and join me. 2, 1, right here, guys. Lower range of motion. We're going to do that upper half in 3, 2, all the way up, down to halfway. That upper half of range of motion. If this starts getting too difficult, feel free to take a few reps off or just go to full range of motion. Because now I want everybody full range of motion here to finish this off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, set those down. Give me a few arm circles. Again, that's just to get our blood movement, and just because those shoulders are always in motion when we're doing upper body work. So it's a good thing to take a little bit of a break. We'll be going into rows here in just a moment. So we're going to pick up, I want us to pick up those heavy weights now, and we're just doing some rows. While we're getting in that position, same thing as always, stagger stance here, hinging at the hips, back stay straight. Pinch those shoulder blades together before those arms start moving. We're starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Really focus on pinching those shoulder blades together. Being as diligent with that as we are about keeping our back straight. I want everybody holding right up here at top, holding at top. Great time right now. Again, focus on those shoulder blades pinching together as much as you're focusing on driving those elbows high into the sky. In 5 seconds, you guys are going to go down on my count, 10 seconds. We're going to do that 3 times. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up normal here. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. All the way up normal. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, set those weights down. Grab me a transitional drink of water, which by that I mean just bringing your water close to your mat, because that's where we're going to finish up. We're still going to be utilizing those heavy weights. In a second, I'll have you guys grab them, and you're just giving me chest flies. Let you guys get set up, because we're starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Give me some chest flies. Have everybody put their weights up at front, and now you're just giving me some chest presses. Going back to those flies in 3, 2, and give me those flies again. Two, 1. I want everybody's hands up top on my count. Same thing as we just did with those rows. 10 seconds down, normal on the way up here. Doing those 3 times. Starting here in 3, 2, and down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Soft touch of those elbows, going back right up. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more time, all the way up. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, set those weights down for me. We can stay in this position. Obviously, you guys can grab a quick drink if you need it, but we're gonna be doing penguins or heel touches, targeting the sides of our torso, those obliques. Starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Touching the insides of our heels are going to be more difficult than touching the outside, just that little bit of 1 inch, 2 inches on each side. You guys are giving me 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and break there. Turning over, facing down. This is where we're going to end. We have 1 minute Superman holds, followed by a minute plank. That way we're hitting all 360 degrees of that torso here. Full protection for our spine. But we're starting with those Supermans. We start face down, arms high, legs high, squeezing our low back and our glutes. I'm going to give you guys a minute, starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Yep, just like that. That's that first 15, guys, that first 15. That's halfway, guys. See if you can't bring those arms a little bit higher, those legs a little bit higher, really squeezing those glutes that we worked hard today, as well as that low back to get that upper torso off the mat. Last 15, let's see if you guys can't give me an all-out squeeze here for these last 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, break there, you guys. You're going to find yourself next in this position. We've been here before. I'm going to give you guys a 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to have you get into position, and on that go, you're going to check yourself, and that's when I'm going to start the timer after about a second pause. 3, 2, 1, go. And the clock is on. Constantly keeping aware of your alignment, especially you guys at home. You don't have the mirrors that we obviously have in class. So trying to get a straight line from your shoulders to your hips, to your ankles, with those hips maybe being a little bit higher position, that's okay. While I was talking though, that's your first 15 seconds. That was 30. See if you can't recheck your alignment here, guys. Make sure those hips aren't falling too low towards the mat or going too high up, taking that tension off of that. Last 15 seconds, guys. Give me a great form check here and really start to squeeze your torso, trying to stay in place the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys can rest there. You're going to find yourselves next here, guys, with your water next to you. I always like to have our water next to us. But you're just going to be giving me this nice hip flexor Spider-Man stretch here to start us off. And right there, go ahead, guys. Switch it on over for me. Same thing. Go ahead, guys. Bring that in. Find yourself one leg out in front of the other. First, give me some shoulder rolls. Open up and pull one shoulder across. Give me those rolls again. Open up, same thing, with passing that shoulder along. Right there, go ahead, relax, guys. You're gonna pick one arm up, pulling it over. First, stretching those triceps. We're then gonna lean away from that side to stretch our lats as well. We're starting off here just stretching the triceps. Now, guys, lean away from that elbow. Go ahead, relax right there. Same thing for me on the other side. Again, just starting with stretching the triceps. My mic keeps getting in the way, but eventually we're going to lean away, stretch that lat. And go ahead, start leaning for me there, guys. Stretching that lat over there. Go ahead, relax right there, guys. With that one leg in front now, we're just going to reach out into our nice hamstring stretch. Go ahead, raise that up, switching on over. Same thing, other side. Right there, go ahead, raise up, spreading those legs straight down, V stretch right down the middle. And from there, guys, we're going to go ahead, laying back. We're going to put one ankle above on that opposite knee and pulling that bottom knee. While we're doing that, go ahead and rotate that outside ankle clockwise and counterclockwise. That's going to help get some blood flow back to that ankle, especially after those calf raises. Go ahead, switch those on over. Same thing, other side. And right there, go ahead, right yourselves up. Gonna finish off here, stretching that neck. Great way again. Our body just worked out, so now it's time to get blood flow back up to the brain. Starting off, dipping that head toward our chest to stretch the back of our necks. Go ahead, raise that up, tilt in the opposite direction here, stretching the front of our necks. Back down to center, one ear, same side shoulder, stretching the side of our neck. And raising up, same thing, other side.